And good dumpings to you, my friend. This is the voicemail dump truck on this Thursday, August 15th, 2024. I am your lead dumper, Jeff Bacalar. How are you? That's great. It's great to hear. It's great to hear the sound of your voice. I'm joined by the regular dumpers on the program. We've got Dan Reichert.
Hello.
Hello, Jeffrey Michael Grubb.
I got on the Ozempic, and I want people to ask me questions about it.
Oh, buddy. We'll circle back around to that. Jan Ochoa.
Ozempic.
Is that the jingle? It doesn't matter. Jeffrey Grubb, I wanted to start off with me, but you're way more interesting. How did you find Ozempic?
You saw a doctor? You made an appointment?
No. Are you kidding me, Jan? You know me.
Without airing too much of your dirty laundry, of course.
I appreciate the shock in your voice
you got
about
it for
me.
Free?
I was thinking about contacting company to say, hey, you should sponsor one of my podcasts.
There we go, brother.
I went to one of those services that are advertised everywhere, and you got to pay a certain amount a month, but it was like actually cheaper than when I did talk to my doctor about it, where they're like, oh, don't even ask about that. It's going to be $1,000 a month. And things have changed a lot since then in the last couple of months. So it's like $250 a month I'm paying or something like that, which I think I'm probably going to save about that amount in food costs, because I am eating a lot less immediately. It's crazy.
What's happening? What I know Ozempic. I think my dad is going to be on it soon.
Hell yeah, Dad.
You're not my dad.
No,
what happened?
I can't be if you need me to be.
Your dad can be a fellow Ozempian.
Yes.
Wait, so like what's
GLP-1
going on?
is what it actually is. GLP-1. It's similar to like Wegovy. What's the actual term? Either way, yeah. GLP-1 is the class of drugs. It's a shot once a week in my tummy. And when I was taking, I was like doing research, and there's like a lot of like health professional people that like have had TV shows about losing weight and stuff that are like, this is cheating. You shouldn't do that. And very quickly, I was like, oh, these people are not serious people, because they're just not recognizing what we've been dealing with for the last 80 years, and like food science trying to get us addicted by finding the right amount of salt and sugar to put in everything so we can't stop eating it. Like they talk about like Doritos, when you eat them, they blast you with salt, and then they dissolve in your mouth so you can't stop eating them, and it also doesn't make you feel satisfied. Like the what's the term for like Pringles? Once you pop, you can't stop. They're literally talking about what they're doing to your brain. So I'm like, this feels like it's evening the playing field. It's leveling things out.
So your agreement to go on Ozempic is actually a protest.
Yes, I'm like trying to like work it out in my brain a little bit. Yeah, but it was it's making an immediate difference. I get full really fast. I'm not thinking about food constantly. I'm not like searching out for snacks to get that dopamine rush.
Right.
When I do have a craving, it literally is for apples and celery right now.
It does that?
You must smell great.
I'm like on a completely different wavelength with food right now. It feels incredible.
Wait, okay. We have to back things up just a tiny smidge.
Please. No,
because
I want people to call in next week. I want to answer questions about this, because I think people are going to have a little bit
Don't call in for next week, though. Call in in 2 weeks.
2 weeks,
because next week we're in Germany.
Yes.
Well,
people are going to have hesitancy. They're going to be, I think there might be shame attached, and I'm just like, let's get rid of that. Like, this is awesome.
But also in 2 weeks, though, it is B week here at giantbomb.com. So
that's right.
Calling about Ozempic and bees.
And bees, yes.
I also just broke the string on my shorts, and I swear to God, what else could possibly happen today? I don't understand.
It's all turning up Bacalar, everybody.
There's no God, that's for sure. But if there was one, why? Why?
Oh, buddy.
I don't understand anything. Wait, so were you at a doctor? So you were prescribed this drug. So do you care to? I don't want to air your laundry, but like,
I guess people probably aren't aware. Like, this is how stuff works a lot of times now, especially for like, I mean, we do those Blue Chew ads. You know, the Blue Chews, like you just
for your penis.
The website's just like, hey, we have a doctor that works here that will like email you, and they'll have to prescribe it. But you like, I had to get blood work done, but I had that done recently, so I just uploaded that. And then other than that, it was like, there's a doctor messaging me. They were like, do you want to call or just a chat? I just chatted. They looked at the blood work. Everything looked good. I got approved, and I prescribed it, and they're sending it to me in the mail.
But have you covered like the path to the moment where you are actively seeking? Like, that's what I'm trying to get to without saying it, is like, you were told you need to be on this.
I decided I needed to be on it. And the doctor was like, we agree. They're like, this will help you. And the big factor for that was,
What's the driving force there?
that the way this works is it's the reason it helps with addiction in general. Like people who have been using Ozempic have been reporting that they are finding that their cravings for alcohol, even as alcoholics, is much less. It operates on the dopamine system. It like completely helps. It like provides a sort of sack of dopamine in your brain, so your brain isn't constantly seeking it out. And that is the exact thing that's happening with ADHD, which is your brain doesn't produce enough dopamine all the time. So I'm still early on. It's like 3 weeks in. And I've like lost like 10 pounds already. So that's been
10 pounds?
Yes, basically in 3 weeks, basically. But I also am like noticing small improvements in like the ADHD symptoms and stuff like that. So it was like, I just feel like this is the exact right thing for what has been causing my problems for so long.
Okay, I'm happy if you're happy.
Thank you.
I think.
Hey, talk to your doctor about it. Listen, you don't have to like go do what I did, but like,
Yeah, no.
you're curious. Like, it's worth investigating. Is where I'm at.
Well, I mean, I don't think everybody should be taking the drug, right?
No, everyone doesn't need to take every drug. Yeah, absolutely. Like, if it sounds right for you, it's worth talking to a medical professional.
Right.
About it, sure.
I think that like that's my thing is like, man, everyone seems to be on this.
Yep.
And there's something about that fact that feels weird.
Yeah, and but right, that's exactly what I'm like trying to get at is everyone is on it because we are in a system that is been trying to exploit us with our food options for literal decades. Like,
of course, especially this country, right? So
yeah, and like they get paid tons of money to investigate ways to get new food products
without
that will
a doubt,
like more addictive than the last thing.
The deck is stacked against us, right? Like 100%, no argument here. I think I just have like, again, just speaking anecdotally from the outside looking in, I'm just like, how, like, there's no wonder drug, right? Like something like, what is the real cost? What are we not seeing? I hate to put things on this like golden calf kind of pedestal.
No, I mean everything. Yeah, every action has a reaction. Sure. Yeah, it's definitely
the wonder drug is your mind, bro.
Whoa.
So open that third eye.
I'm delighted to join you on your Ozempic journey.
Yeah, I'll keep people posted. There was like a tiny bit of nausea early on, but that passed really quickly. And again, it was like mostly like a nausea of I'm not hungry and it's weird. But yeah, it's passed mostly, so I'm feeling pretty good.
That's awesome. Again, I want you to feel good, and that's all that matters. So yeah, I keep us updated.
Yeah,
I'm very curious. My dad apparently is going to be going on it. You know, my dad needs to be on something because he's got some shit going on, right? So yeah.
I'm looking forward to this helping with the snoring too. That was something that was like, if I just weighed less, that would
apnea.
Yeah, I mean, if you lost some weight, was what the doctor said. I'm like,
certainly,
okay, but I'm not getting enough sleep and to help like lose weight, and that's like is the key thing. So yeah, I'm hoping that one can solve the other.
I asked my doctor that, like, hey, if I just lose some weight, will my sleep apnea be cured? And then she laughed and said, for you, no. It's like, oh. Cool.
It's not going to work for everybody or every situation.
You're a great doctor that I enjoy seeing.
Wow. All right. Look, we're going in all different
Aaron's back
directions.
from Europe.
Yeah, I've just been exclusively eating British candy for like 4 days. So, and I got ice cream every night.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, Ozempic could be in your future as well.
Hey, ask Jordan Midler. I got ice cream with him, and that was the best damn ice cream I've ever had. I got it every night I was there.
Jordan Midler?
No,
Midler was just the first day, and then the event thing we went to together, which I can talk about in a bit. But yeah, that ice cream was so damn good, and it was right by my hotel, and it's like, I'm getting this every day. It's incredible.
What was the Straubs? Was that like a candy?
Oh, giant Straubs. Yeah, I had a bunch of those today right when I woke up, along with a bunch of Mounds and a bunch of some very British sounding thing. I'm having handfuls and handfuls. There's like, we've got Starburst in Britain. They've got like 90 types of different brands, and some are sour and some are like, it's for someone who loves Starburst, the British, actually Europe in general, the Malm I've gotten in Iceland and stuff before, Maoam. It's the best shit ever. And it comes in all these like fun shapes and flavors, and the pinballs and just joysticks they're called. And oh my god, I can have a whole meal out of them. It's incredible.
Yeah, love the Mama joystick. Absolutely.
Yes, England's cool.
You'd been right. You'd been.
I went to 98 and 2011, so I guess I go like every 13 years.
Right.
It's
how cool could it be? Elon Musk says it's a civil war, so you can't be enjoying yourself too much.
He knows how to run so many things.
And he knows what he's talking about.
seems pretty nice, but
seemed fine.
Yeah. I just walked around. I was there for the event was like one day, and I was there for like closer to 4 days. So like I did a lot of just walking around London. I was in the like Covent Garden region for anyone who knows what that is, and it's awesome. It's just a nice big city. It's always weird when you're in a different country where there's stuff like. So I lost my Invisalign case at one point, and I was like, I couldn't find it. I was like, what the fuck? And so I need to go buy another one. And I was like, Googling like Walgreens, CVS, and that doesn't exist. So I walked around for like 2 hours just trying to find like a pharmacy, but it's all just these weird places that are just like, hey, we've got pharmacy
apothecaries or something like.
Well, it'd be like pharmacy, drinks, lotto, and vapes. And I was like, I don't know if this is, and you never find out what you're looking for. And then I finally asked some people, and I'd asked like 6 times because it's the same language there. It's English.
Did you? Hey, Dan, please tell me you told them, hey, just speak English when you talk.
I did not say that. I've never said that. But a lot of me just being like, I'm sorry, what's that? It's like, oh, no, it's just the thickest. I have a hard time understanding it sometimes with this one guy. But Boots, I guess Boots is the big farm. That's their Walgreens. And so I had to go get an Invisalign thing at Boots.
What I remember like watching a TikTok of Europeans like American drugstores where you can get cigarettes. And they're like, at first I was like, what is this? And now I can't live without them. I'm like, yes, our culture is superior in this one way. You're right. But so Boots is pretty equivalent though.
Boots is the equivalent. I went to some chain stuff. I went to Nando's. That was very good. That's like a chain, like
cheeky
peri-peri chicken
Nando's?
thing. Yeah. Nando's was good. Lots of good spices and stuff there. Boy, it's been a while since I've traveled, or maybe it's just because I think I was usually able to sleep well and jet lag didn't kill me on trips because I think usually when I was traveling, I was going out like almost every night and I'm drinking, I'm going back to the hotel and I pass out. I had 3 beers with Jordan Middler on this trip. I didn't drink on either flight or anything. So it's like I wasn't going to sleep that way. That's why you guys were seeing me when it was 3, 4, 5 o'clock in the morning England time, and I'm popping into your chats and stuff like that, Grub and Minotti and stuff. And so jet lag whipped my ass the entire time. And I get back here and I had a full normal ass night of sleep last night, just because I don't think I ever adjusted to the jet lag. So now I'm wondering Gamescom is going to be a longer trip, so I'm waking all your asses up. I guess just Jan, mainly just Minotti. I'm going to wake up Minotti a lot.
Yeah, that's good. That's the strategy? The strategy isn't to sleep?
Well, I wish I could, but it's not that easy. It's a mix. I get more anxious and traveling and stuff.
Hard.
I usually can't sleep on planes. So even though my flight left in the evening, it was like a red eye going out there. I didn't sleep at all, really. The flights went well, but yeah, coming back, I think I actually got a few hours yesterday. I just took one Xanax beforehand, no drinks, and I think what?
No, nothing.
I just have a wild man over here.
Watch out for this guy.
Weird guy with anxiety disorders his entire life. I had the Xanax prescription.
Finally.
Well, I'm usually afraid to take them, and my doctor's like, just take the fucking thing. And I took a 0.5.
I believe
Xanax,
that was my advice as well. Just fucking take that.
That's what everyone's been telling me, including all of my doctors for 20 plus years. And I was like, okay, I took a 0.5 an hour before boarding. And what do you know? I didn't have a panic attack, and I slept for probably a few hours. So I'm definitely less worried about the Gamescom flights now.
That's awesome. That's great news. I love to hear that, actually.
Well, yeah,
Dan,
that's the thing,
oh
too.
my God. Yes,
what?
good. No, it's about fucking time. Good job.
Oh, I know. And the thing is, too, it's if I, when I went to Belgium last year, or Jan, when we went to Denmark, it's okay, I can get through this European flight. I'll just get to the airport 4 hours early. I'll drink the whole time there, and then I'll drink the whole flight. And yeah, it gets you through the fucking flight. But then you land, and you feel like horse shit, on the ground. And so here, I landed, and I was like, hello, here's my ride. Yes, take me to my hotel. I feel fine. So, yeah, that seems like that's probably a better way to deal with it.
It's a brand new world.
No, it's there, bud. That's it. That's why we all think you've been crazy. That's
it turns out everyone I know and all of my doctors were right, and I should probably just take the thing that I'm prescribed.
Clip that.
It was a really great WrestleMania trip this year, but the standout highlight for me is Dan and I, night one of WrestleMania, and then Dan just looks over me quietly and goes, I might have to go to the emergency room.
During the main event, like The Rock is in the ring fighting Cody Rhodes, and I'm like Googling emergency rooms.
It's like, Dad, let's go now. Forget
Googling
I couldn't leave
emergency room.
WrestleMania.
That was the game scent, right? That did that to you?
That was the sinus issues. I was having really fucking bad sinus stuff. And
It's been a tough summer for everyone, I think.
Yeah. Hopefully, I'm getting on the other side of it. But yeah. It's honestly, the England trip felt very good as far as helping me with the travel stuff. I'm looking forward to talking about the stuff I saw. I actually just finished writing a preview for GameSpot.com.
I know, right?
Flexing the old writing muscles there. It was actually really fun to do. But that'll be going up in later this month. So
Okay, very good. Good job, Dan. Glad you're back.
Yeah, me too.
Just to leave us once again.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'm looking forward to a Gamescom. At least there's going to be a ton of people I know there. It's not just me walking around London for like. It was fun, but it was just like me walking around being like, yeah, look at that statue. Oh wow, they really do have a bunch of buses here. Look at that.
And Lucy says she's been to Gamescom like 10 times, so they're going to be able to show you around, have a good time, and stuff like that. So,
I so want to get lost.
I'll do that too. Yeah,
I've made an itinerary, Dan. I'm going to share it with you and Minotti.
Okay.
We have to go to all of these places. I don't care that we have to do an actual job there. We're going to go to the Chocolate Museum.
I'll do that. Yeah.
Fantastic.
Sounds dope.
Yes.
Everything but the not doing the job part, but I didn't hear that.
Our obligations, at least.
Yeah. What else we got cooking, friends?
how are you doing, Bacalar?
Well, I kind of went over everything. I think, I really like these shorts, so
Sorry,
big step
bud.
back for me.
Well,
No,
at least it's easy to put those back in.
right. No, I've had some stuff going on. It's all good. The only thing I want to talk about that's not, a huge financial burden on me, is I took my kid to a hockey pickup game the other day, and I used to think the kids were all right, and I'm gonna walk that back a little bit because
Did you experience the full brain rot?
Were they-
it wasn't the brain rot. It wasn't like a skibbity situation.
Okay.
It was getting burned so badly by my son whilst on the bench.
Oh.
Right.
So it's a pickup. It's not a real game. It's just a friendly. I'm involved in a private skate that meets a couple times a month, and skating. Playing whatever. I had to bring him because Stace was having a late night in the city, so he's in the bleachers. We're playing at the Devil's practice facilities. It's really cool, nice stadium. He's in the bleachers. He's got his Switch. He's got an iPad. He's watching the game. It's a great night for this guy. Staying up late, whatever. It's about halfway through the skate, and I hear banging on the glass behind me, and I turn around and he goes, 2 things. I'm like, what's up? He goes, just got a W in Fortnite. And everyone's like turning around too. They're like, oh, what's up, Dylan? What's up, Dylan? He goes, just got a W in Fortnite. And I can't believe you just missed that shot. You suck.
Man, a menace. He's a menace.
And I'm just like, what? I'm like, what the I'm like, what, dude? Like, you're coming down here to chirp me about missing a shot? Should I have buried the rebound? Yeah. Of course I should have.
Okay.
Should I have done it? Yes, I should have scored. But I don't need to hear from you.
I give it 2 years before he starts giving you wedgies.
No. Come on, at least 3.5, right? So I me and him we've got beef now, and it's just not going to be the same for the foreseeable future. That's all I got to say. It's embarrassing. Is all, yeah. Someone just said, do I wear glasses when I skate? I don't. And I tried to use contacts for a while, and contacts don't work with my eyeballs. I mean, I'm sure they do, but I just can't make it happen. I actually just saw an eye doctor a couple months ago, and I was trying to investigate that situation again. And he said that the kind of contact that I need can't spin around. It has to stay in a certain spot, like at 12 o'clock or whatever it is, or they won't work. And he's like, people like you have a real tough time with contacts.
I'm not a fan. Never have been.
I've fallen into I stopped wearing contacts mostly because my friends just wouldn't recognize me. And I was like, guys, come on. The Clark
I mean, the
Kent thing is not
glasses
real.
define your face, man. I kind of like how I look with glasses. It's all I got now. I don't have hair. I have no hair. I just have an arrangement of hats, of fun hats. I got a beard, which is like fine, but I'm like pasty, and what am I gonna do, right? Like,
At least you got your confidence.
yeah, I got that going for me. There are no mirrors in this house. Anyway, what else is shaking, fellas? Or should we pivot a little bit?
I'm trying to think what else is shaking. I got nothing.
Yeah, I'm shaking about
All right.
everything I could shake.
Well,
Hey, all right. I had some family jazz pop off earlier this week.
yeah.
I don't think an 87-year-old woman should have to wait 7 hours in an ER to finally see someone.
That's too
7
many.
hours to see someone? So were you just
Yes.
in the lobby the entire time?
Yeah. So, I pop out, I get my grandma a sandwich, and then I come back, she's gone. I'm like, oh, they must have called her. And I'm thinking like, all right, they got her a room. Let's take me to the room, sir. And then they were like, yeah, she's in 33H. And I'm like, 33H? That's weird. I'm going down the hallway in the ER, and I'm looking around like, there's a lot of people in the hallway right now. Huh. And then I'm looking at like the different rooms. They're just numbered. I'm like, oh, maybe H is a hallway? And then I hear like behind me, Jerome, I'm over here. I'm like, I look behind me. My grandma's in a hallway because H means hallway.
Oh,
What?
boy.
And I'm like, what the fuck is going on, guys?
That's not a room.
You can't number a hallway or a section of a hallway. That's crazy.
But my grandma enjoyed it because it was near the bathroom, and she's just a nice lady. So it's
Okay,
like,
all right.
all right.
So is that the way emergency rooms work now? Is that like there has to be some sort of like a tier? I don't know.
Priority,
tier system.
yes, there
yeah,
is.
like if she got attacked with a sword,
triage.
they would have gotten
would
her in
hope.
quicker, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
If you are a gunshot victim, you do not have
Right.
to wait behind the person who is like anxious about, stubbing their toe. Correct.
What a weird
Sword.
thing to have to like decide. Like, yeah, I don't know what happened with the sword, but yeah.
It is called triage.
Yeah, triage.
Okay, so someone has to make that decision. Like, you can wait 7 hours. You're fine.
Yes, I
think
think
it's kind
you could
of
do
like
it too.
determined. It's like
Yeah.
determined by factors that like they don't even have to make decisions. It's just like if this, then that sort of
Right.
situation.
Okay.
There was also this poor gentleman. I hope he's okay. He threw his back out, and I guess he didn't have a pair of crutches or a cane, so he was using a pool net, like a pool cleaning net, to prop himself up. And then he goes, checks in, and goes like, "I threw my back out. I need help. I can't sit down." And then like the person checks him in, and then a different nurse opens the door and says like, "Oh, hey, you're finally here. We've been needing to clean this out for a little bit." And she pulls him into the ER, and I just see this poor guy like hobbling in, and I can see, because the windows are transparent, you can see through. He's just walking way past where the triage unit is, while this lady is like explaining something they have to clean up because she assumed he was some type of maintenance person.
Oh no! What?
Thank goodness you're here.
Oh man!
Oh, and like 10 minutes before that, someone is panically yelling over the loudspeaker, "There's a code gray. There's a code gray. A code gray is happening right now. A code gray." And according to this hospital, a code gray is a patient that is getting violent.
I can't. I just can't. The tragedy of it all. The best advice is like you tell people like, just don't get sick. If you want to live in America, just don't get sick. That's it. Just don't get sick. Whatever you do, it's totally in your control. Don't get sick.
It's all fun. It's all great. My grandma's doing great now.
That's good.
That's good to hear. No thanks to waiting 7 hours in a fucking ER.
She did take her necklace off and like put it in my hand, and I'm like, "What are you doing right now? Are you saying goodbye?" And she was like, like, "No, I need you to hide my harmonica."
Was that her harmonica?
Contraband? Like,
Is harmonica code for ecstasy?
No, it was a shoot harmonica. And I'm like,
on her necklace? Your grandma carry around a harmonica?
you're allowed to have those.
And she was like, "I don't want them to steal it from me."
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was about to say. Yeah. That makes sense. That checks out.
She's hilarious.
Well, folks, if you couldn't tell, this is a call-in show. Woo! 707 exit flu is the telephone number. You've got a lot of work to do between now and the episode in 2 weeks. Next week, programming note, we'll be doing voicemail dump truck with the crew in Cologne, Germany.
I don't know how that's going to work yet, but we'll do it.
Yep.
Jan, what's your flight looking like?
I got to fly to LA, and then from LA fly to Frankfurt, and then from Frankfurt take a train to Cologne.
Oh, how far is LA to Frankfurt?
Awesome.
10 hours.
Okay, that could be worse.
You going left or right there? You're going right.
Right.
Yeah.
Right?
You're going right.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. You're going right. Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Well, Grub disappeared.
Yeah, Grub disappeared, but we'll get him back there. That train's going to be fun. I want you to document that train ride. I love trains in Europe. They're
I've never,
because they work. You know, that's cool.
Nothing fishy and me has ever happened with footage of me and some coworkers on a train.
You had an opportunity to glaze over that, and you're the one who picked that scab. So
I'm scabbing the scabs. I'm picking the scabs.
Scab the scabs.
I'm very excited to drag Minotti to England with me after Gamescom because
you're a pro now.
Well, yeah, and I booked an Airbnb just for myself, so it's like I think it's like on a farm, but it's like a little like one small bed in one room, and it's got like a giant like tiger carpet, and so it's just gonna be Minotti staying on the couch in the tiger Airbnb.
Is that where he's sleeping? On the tiger carpet?
He says he's fine on the couch, so he's going to sleep on the couch. But we're sharing a B&B like on an English farm.
God, what a sitcom that is. Oh, my God.
Yeah,
Can we just that's amazing.
There's going to be like a man in a pig mask chasing you guys. It just sounds like a serial killer movie. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
It does.
Yeah,
I just
sorry,
looked at the
Dan.
map, and I just tried to find a place that was like between Wembley Stadium and
Okay, now you're
Heathrow
doxing yourself
Airport.
there. No, stop. You have to
Oh,
stop.
shocking. It's going to be near the wrestling event.
I'm just like, but you said like the things that are inside it. Just careful. I'm just
There's a big stretch there. Trust me.
Okay,
Yeah,
all right,
it's-
good.
Yeah,
I'm
so
an
it's-
England guy. I know.
But I did no research. I just did like the price slider because this is a personal thing. And I was like, okay, I got to find a cheap place kind of close to Wembley, and didn't expect Minotti to be staying with me, so that's gonna be fun.
I'm looking forward to that. Do you know if that place has air conditioning?
No.
Oh, no.
It might not. It is.
Well, if
England.
it doesn't, you'll hear about it, even though you're going to be miserable. Not as miserable as you're going to be when Mikey doesn't have air conditioning.
Oh God! I think it'll be more fun if he's there miserable. Also,
That's
you
true.
know?
You'll enjoy that. I didn't say about that.
Now I'm looking at the listing. I got to see if there's AB. Or AB.
that
They call it
sounds
AB
right.
over there.
AB.
Air
Yeah.
conditioning.
Boy, I should have looked that up, shouldn't I?
Look, you did
Just
your own
assume
research.
things sometimes. You assume. Oh, God.
Exactly. Look,
Show-
it's not going to be terrible. It's just going to be hot.
Oh, I'm looking at, show all, okay, not included. Air conditioning or smoke alarm or carbon monoxide alarm or washer or dryer or TV. There,
You don't need a TV. That's fine.
it has a
not
bidet.
staring
Wait,
at
it
each
has
other.
a bidet, but
Honestly,
no.
It's got a tiger carpet. What else do you need?
Honestly, bidet versus AC, I don't know. I'm on the fence on that one.
I'll take okay, me and Minotti got to buy a fan or something.
Yeah.
We're going to lose our fucking minds.
This is shaping up to be amazing. Please. Yeah. That's
No,
great.
raw dog the heat. Yeah, raw dog it. Come on.
No,
hell yeah. Lean
people
into
keep telling me that raw dogging a flight is going to kill me, so maybe I
Yeah,
won't.
you have to stop
what?
saying
Are they
that phrase,
really?
Jan.
It's a thing.
Yeah, but
dog flight.
people, why do they think? Are they serious that it's going to kill you? What do they mean?
Because there are idiots out there that take it as to mean that like, oh, I'm just not going to drink water or go to the bathroom at all. It's like dumbasses. If you got to go, fucking go to the bathroom.
Yeah,
if you're
of
thirsty,
course.
drink some water.
That's beyond the spirit of raw dogging.
Easy.
Spirit of raw dogging.mp3. Just real quick. Sorry. Okay.
Cool.
All right.
Dan Reichert, lead us off, buddy.
I don't know if we can do that one.
Let's go with 5 mozzarella sticks.
Ah, delicious.
Why is it that I feel okay eating 5 mozzarella sticks, but I feel like a fucking monster if I eat 5 string cheeses?
Okay. This went around. This went around a couple
What other
weeks ago.
foods are we socially conditioned to view this way?
So
Well,
the
go
joke is like it's like a meme. It's like someone's like, "Would you like 8 paleo string cheeses?" And you're like, no, of course not. What about if I breaded and fried them and
deep
served
fried
them
them,
with
yeah.
Sure.
marinara
Okay,
sauce? How about that?
That's
Like,
not
sure.
enough. Then I need a dozen, please.
I think this goes back to Grub's whole thing about how food hates us, where it's like, all right, yeah, I'll consume more calories if you deep fry something.
Yeah, exactly.
It's
Well, I
the
mean, the
form
difference is
factor.
it's a snack and a meal, right? Yeah.
Well, because
Like-
when you eat a string cheese, it is individually wrapped. There's never
Yes.
a string cheese thing where you open it up like a Ziploc bag and there's 5 of them in there. It's
The
always
contract is you need a little, just pick me up, you need a little snack
Sure.
between other meals. So you have a string cheese. If you're ordering mozzarella sticks, you're almost certainly at a nice restaurant like an Arby's and you're getting the mozzarella stick and then like you want to get at least 6 at that point. Like it's dinner.
There are the giant ones, Grub. When we were at that bar in Cleveland with Minotti and we ordered those Dorito crusted mozzarella sticks. Remember that?
Those ruled. I like those a lot.
Those were giant, and we each had one of them, and that was more than enough.
Those were Dorito crust. I was in the bath, or I was thinking I was getting us water. I didn't realize that's what.
That's
those
why
were.
I
like
saw
those.
Doritos crusted, and I just immediately pointed at it and ordered it. Yeah.
He grunted.
I don't think. I mean, how many usually mozzarella sticks are like a shareable app, right? Like,
Yeah.
I'm not having more than 2, really. You guys have more
mean,
than
it's
2?
like-
2 or 3 is good.
It depends who I'm with.
Depends on the size. Depends on the size.
If I'm eating 6, that I'm like, that is my dinner. I'm getting that, and then maybe a plate of wings for the table, and then I'll either eat more of the wings or more of the mozzarella sticks.
I'm sorry, I can't do wings for a table anymore. It's just
yeah, wings for table's tough, dude. Unless
Yeah,
that
I think-
table's like
okay,
2 people.
I think I'm with you. I think you're right. I think I will order the wings for my dinner now, and then share the mozzarella sticks instead.
Yeah, like give me I want those mozzarella. I want that to be shareable. Also, because I don't want all the pressure of eating that myself, right? Like I don't want that on me.
I wish like big vats of macaroni and cheese were more of a standard like shareable thing. Because like if I see macaroni and cheese on a menu, I'm ordering it, but like that's my whole meal at that point. So it's like I think it should be like family style. Here's a bowl, here's a ladle, go to town table.
That's a little depraved, I guess, but
You
Sure,
Backlord,
on
you've
board.
never turned to your family and said, "Would you all like a vat of macaroni and cheese?" That's just
it's
the
just
language
not
of
come
love.
up, Grub.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just not.
Oh.
It's just not been a thing in the Bacalar house. Like, I think I've definitely seen like the shareable side order of mac and cheese at a restaurant where like you get a little carafe of it or whatever the fuck you want to call
a
it.
carafe of mac and cheese.
Carafe of cheese, you know.
Disgusting.
It's like a little like, you know, not a ramekin, bigger than a ramekin, smaller than a bowl kind of thing, you know.
Sure.
I wonder if
I know
they'll
those
ever
words.
make like, you know, that now I had the oats gimmick where you shake it and you drink it from a bottle. I wonder if they'll
I don't know
ever
what
do
you're talking
macaroni and cheese where it's just like
Oh,
it's
they
drinkable.
have to have done
Yeah,
that
I'm sure
already.
I'm sure some asshole has done that for
I
sure.
like that.
Like you go into a GNC or like a health store and they have like every single flavor imaginable of like some type of pre-workout. Like here's cookies and cream, and then this one is like spicy cinnamon. And it's like, who wants a red hot tamale before they work out?
It's true. Yeah. So a caller was talking about another social food construct that we've all just sort of been tricked into
Nachos.
agreeing to. Yeah, you think nachos,
Nachos.
is
I'm-
weird on its face?
I don't want to share nachos. If I'm ordering some nachos, I'm getting them for myself.
I don't ever want nachos where they put the shit on top of it. I want to dip it. I want side cheese and queso and chili and stuff. I want a big ass bowl of tortilla chips and then I dip it in the stuff I want. I
don't mind if it's on top, but like Jan was saying, only if that's my dinner again. Like if this, for tonight, I'm having dinner and it's nachos. Then I can like get all the good pieces myself. If it becomes like a competition for who's going to get the big piece that has all the cheese and meat on it, and they pick it up and half the plate comes up with them, that's always like frustrating.
Yeah. It's like saving Silverman. Remember that?
Yes.
If they're
That's
stuck
exactly
together,
what I was thinking
it's one
about.
nacho.
One's
yeah.
one nacho.
Remember everyone loves
Good
saving
call
Silverman?
out.
Yeah.
That movie's all right.
Yeah.
I do like that movie. All right. I don't know if I'm on board with the deconstructed nacho philosophy. It is a tough thing. Yeah.
I in my head, that's chips and dip. That's different than nachos.
But I think I like
Exactly.
that because
Yeah, it's a
I
different thing.
only
It's not nachos.
will
You only want cheese. I know you.
cheese
You only
and
want
maybe
cheese.
meat.
cheese.
Yeah.
And maybe
so-
maybe some salsa if it's not
Yeah,
chunky.
but that's like baby nachos. So if I'm having baby nachos,
It's chips and dip.
yeah,
It's chips
that's it.
and all dip.
Yeah, like if I'm having like
chips all
adult
dip.
person nachos, I'm having like sour cream, guac, cheese, all different kinds of cheese, some
Hops.
protein,
Tomatoes.
You know? Yes, hops. Yep, you're right. You got it.
Sounds like something you'd order. I've been to
Yes.
restaurants with you.
Sure.
Excuse me, waiter. There's not enough hops on my nachos.
Yeah, excuse me.
Classic backfire.
I ordered IPA nachos. None of this lager bullshit. Send this back to the chef and spit in his stupid fucking
Indian
face.
pale nachos, please. IPNs.
Please. I'm an adult man. I'm above your nachos.
I think kids have good taste in food. I know I did, and I just kind of stuck with it.
No, they don't. Kids do not. Do you want to know why I know they don't have good taste? Because kids think Cybertrucks are cool, and that's why
You're a
I
kid.
know.
You're a
No,
kid.
no.
Wait,
We've
so
talked
wait.
about how he doesn't think it's cool.
Right, yeah, he came around after seeing it in person. Mikey says he's still unsure. He saw one in person finally, and he's still unsure about
Yo,
whether he
but
likes
But
it.
this is my point. This is my point. Okay, I know the Cybertruck is not cool because the only demographic it is cool to is white boys 8 to 16. That is and they are the
people who own
worst
NFTs, yeah.
judges of character and quality on the planet. Okay, that's how I know that shit is not cool.
So wait, is Mike Minotti pro Cybertruck, anti water? Is that what we're getting at here?
That's
What
right.
a stance.
I mean,
Yeah.
he's unsure on the Cybertruck. He's like, he's got such an affinity for Elon, but he's not sure about the design.
You are
so-
besmirching
He
the
uses
Minotti
the word
good
hero
name.
a lot when talking about it.
Yeah.
You tried
right.
Janseling Grub earlier this week. It's only right.
I have to come to the defense of Minotti. You are besmirching his good name. I cannot believe the things you are accusing him of.
He's pretty anti-water.
Honestly, I'm more upset about
Yes, he
pro
is anti-water.
Cybertruck than anti-water, to be honest.
We're kind of just reporting what he said.
Yeah.
All
The
right.
news.
Hey, we're
There's
just,
no bias here.
We're
It's
just doing we're doing a journalism. Leave us alone. Grub, you're up.
All right, let's see here. I should just do it now to get it out of the way so he doesn't yell at me later tonight. Mike Minotti.mp3.
Come
How
on.
appropriate.
Yeah, this is Nick from Oklahoma. I'm listening to the most recent Bombcast, and all I have to say is, Mike Minotti, what the fuck?
That's fair. I
Yeah.
mean, I know I just got
call it.
finished defending him, but
It's
fair.
especially fair because what thing is he talking about in that call, do you think? There's like 4 different things it could have been. So, yeah.
as
What the fuck,
batshit
Mike?
crazy as he is, I will say that I do find myself landing on the side of agreement more often than not. If that's
With Minotti?
yeah, with Minotti, yeah, I think
Even
like
his slurs?
That's his new
his-
thing.
No, the slurs I'm not aligned with. I don't know if he like became some sort of like alt-right weirdo in the last 7 days, but that's unfortunate if that's the case. But I don't yeah, but
I'll
I
leave
do
this
think
call
like
here.
most
Okay.
things
All right.
I think like most things I tend to agree with him on. Or at least like see his point on, right? Is that fair?
Sure, he can be the voice of reason on certain topics.
Do you agree with him more than you agree with me?
Oh gosh, that's a tough one, buddy. I don't know if we have enough scientists on the call for that kind of math. I don't know. I don't know. I think you and I, opinion-wise, are aligned. I think you just say bewildering, ridiculous shit, and that's not really an opinion. It's just
Okay, but our
your-
taste is more aligned than yours
Yeah,
and Minotti's.
maybe. I don't know. We'll start
Do
keeping
you
track
like-
today.
Do you like apples, Bacalar?
Yeah, I love them.
Well, there you go. That's one major thing.
Oh, that's one. So we're 0 for 1 here, Yeah, we'll start keeping track, and I'll let you know when we hit 500 things and see how it shakes out. All right, while Jeff Grubb is reconnecting the wires, we'll go to Jan for the next voicemail.
Nikki is a test question.
Hey, team, I was just listening to Nikki's bonker story about meningitis,
Oh, my God.
and we use cases like this to advance medical literature, and, well, basically, I bet Nikki's a test question. I can't believe my thing just talked at me. Okay, bye.
Wait, I kind of lost the thread here. What happened here?
Were you here with the meningitis situation?
Yes, I heard that story, yes.
Okay. Yeah, like a test question, like in the health world, sounds like. It's because it was such a crazy thing that happened.
Yeah,
Right,
like
but okay, keep going.
Nikki's case is so out there.
Sure,
that
it's a
it is
fringe case, yeah.
Yeah, that their case would be a test question somewhere.
Got it. Okay.
Nikki is being studied somewhere.
Sure, Nikki's situation is so unique and so, let's be honest, fucked up, that it sort of like broke the mold. Right?
Yes. Yes.
Where scientists can learn more from their experience.
Indeed.
I don't have another example of that if that's what the caller is insinuating.
No, neither do I.
So we just, I guess, move on.
That's what we do. That's what we have to do.
It's my turn. Let's do accidentally text someone.
Let me just get Grub back on this call.
Hey.
There he is.
Hey, guys.
Accidentally text someone.
Hey, Dumpers, Nate from Orlando. I purposely never put this number in my phone to make it easy to call. I always have to dial out the 707 exit flu and spell it out in my head. I don't want to learn anything about it because I want it to be purposeful when I call. Also, before I get messed up, like I'll delete text threads with like bosses and stuff just so I don't accidentally text someone.
Smart.
Do you have any
That's
of those
genius.
safeties? I love you. Bye.
I have a very responsible friend named Earl. Shouts out to Earl. Anytime that I know I'm going to go get Schwasty and Earl is the DD because Earl doesn't drink, I will give him my phone, look him dead in the eyes, and ask him, for the 20th time, I'm going to ask you, don't let me be a dumbass. And then he hasn't let me be a dumbass. Shouts out to Earl.
Meaning Earl doesn't let you like get your phone back while you're drunk?
Yeah, until he drops me home.
For real?
Yeah, Earl's a good dude.
You don't. No, I'm not worried about Earl. Earl sounds amazing. I'm worried about you not being able to trust yourself with your phone while you're drunk.
Yeah, you know, scumbag Jan was a real piece of work.
You used to be a piece of
He's
shit,
buried.
huh?
He's not dead.
Used to be a piece of shit, I guess.
He used to be a piece of shit, you know?
When I was
Damn.
living in Stamford, Connecticut, I would go on walks, and there was a river that I would pass frequently, and there was a turtle that me and Bianca, my wife, knew, and we're like, "Oh, did you see the turtle? Did you see the turtle on your walk?" And so I saw the turtle one time, and I told my watch, Siri, call the name of my wife, and it called Bianca Belair, the wrestler. So
that's funny.
I accidentally called Bianca Belair to tell her I saw a turtle.
What'd she say?
She did not. It went to her
didn't pick up.
voicemail.
Okay.
I did not leave a voicemail, so I changed her name to just Belair in my phone. I also was playing Kirby on an elliptical once, and I was telling Siri to remind myself of something, and accidentally called Sasha Banks while I was playing Kirby on an elliptical. So I think I had to change her too.
That's funny. I accidentally. You guys know who Bob Balaban is?
Yeah. I used him
accidentally-
in Scattergories in the last week.
What's that?
I used him
What the
in
fuck are you guys talking about?
Scattergories. It was a celebrities thing, and it was B, and you tried to do the alliteration for the extra points, and so I did Bob Balaban, and I had to explain who he was.
Oh, all right. Well,
Do it now.
that's-
Explain who he is now.
He's
the
an
president
actor.
of NBC on Seinfeld. He's a
Yeah,
character
that's-
actor. I do a
okay.
lot of comedy stuff. Yeah.
Okay.
He's in
yeah.
a lot of like Wes Anderson stuff now.
Oh, yeah,
but
Bob
as
Balaban. Love
Yeah,
this
you know
guy.
Bob Balaban. Yeah.
Yeah.
Balaban.
Yeah.
So I worked for Bob Balaban for like 4 summers in a row.
Mighty
during-
Wind.
Yeah, Mighty Wind,
yeah, yeah,
exactly. During like college, and casually kept in touch after college, and I like maybe 3 to 4 years ago just like accidentally called him, and he didn't pick up, but like I think I left a voicemail. Like I didn't realize I was calling him. It wasn't a butt dial. It was just like I was busy doing something and I lost track and I like put my phone down and I don't know what it was. And I always wonder like, that's probably bad. That's probably not a great thing that I did that. I was at a wedding once and I also and I got like someone's number that I really wanted to stay in touch with. And I accidentally sent them a text the next morning that was like not for them. I don't know what it. You never have like a brain fart where you're like,
Totally.
Oh, no, I do it.
send-
I've texted so many things to Mike Minotti and I think Tam as well. Like when I was trying to like text my wife, I'm like, all right, I'm gonna
Yeah.
go get milk, and they'll always be like, cool, thanks for letting me know. All right, fuck you
but
guys.
it's easy to do sometimes. Like on a computer, like I text from my PC a lot,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah,
and
exactly.
and it's like very easy to like to just like write in a window that you think is the window you're in. And then you just sort of like send it out, and you like I've sent things by accident that I meant to send in our Slack, and I've like sent to Stacy, like just not paying attention to the moment to moment beats of things, and where the focus on your keyboard is just be careful out there, folks. Okay, that's the takeaway. Yeah, we're all boomers now. That's it. All right, chat chose the next voicemail. Chat chose B Week.
Hey, what's up, Dump Truck? This is Tashi.
Hey.
I got a concern that Dan was right about killing the bugs. So in celebration of B Week, I decided to call and talk this through with y'all. So basically, I was pretty anti-bug killing and anti-bee killing, and then a mosquito gave my dad West Nile and killed him 2 weeks ago. So I think Dan's right. Even if some bees die, I think we just need to kill all the bugs.
Oh
Thanks,
my
y'all.
God.
Jesus. Condolences,
I'm
Toshi.
so sorry to hear that.
That's rough.
You delivered that in a way that was not
consistent.
Yeah. Oh my.
Hey, what's Bee Week?
Oh, it's Bee Week.
It's a celebration of bees. It's in 2 weeks, a giant bomb, and now I feel bad about it.
Oh my God.
What are we talking about?
Do you know Shark Week, Dan?
Yes, I'm aware.
So
We're starting Bee Week.
Why can't you just in your mind replace those two things? Like, why
How
can't
did
you
this happen? Why are we talking about bees?
Well, me and Jan hung out for 10 minutes.
It's actually your fault, Dan, because you're the one who comes up with the idea of like, let's kill all insects with no repercussions whatsoever.
He's changed his minds on the bees.
Idea.
Yeah.
No, the bees are good. The mosquitoes are bad. The mosquitoes are bad. They
Bring
like
dinosaurs back. They're cool.
They are humanity's. I think they're like the worst thing for humanity.
No, I'd get rid of bees before mosquitoes any day of the week.
Oh, see, that's
you
where
going
you're
back
so
on this?
dumb.
Jeez.
Wait, did I?
That's the
I didn't
dumbest
know I
thing.
went anywhere on this.
Yeah, you watched the
Okay, good. Yeah,
beekeeper.
dig in,
You watched-
double down.
You
Oh,
watched
yeah,
the beekeeper,
the
and you were like,
beekeeper was
so down with the bees.
I totally forgot about that. I forgot
Jesus
to
Christ, Dan.
I forgot
I
to
thought
tell
you
you
wa-
like shoot bee facts.
I thought you wanted to protect the hive.
I do want to
Dan.
protect the hive. I want to protect the hive.
Answer
Okay.
this the right way.
Yes. Okay. Protect the hive.
In the world of insects, if it's mosquitoes or bees that has to go, who's going?
Mosquitoes are going
Why?
because bees are important and we have to protect the hive.
And why? Well, there's not one hive, but I get your meaning. Why
The royal
mosquitoes?
hive.
No, the
Why
hive.
Royal
the
hive, that's
Jason
right.
Statham thing? Sure. What about why are mosquitoes bad?
Because they bite you.
Well,
All
yeah.
right, fine.
I mean, he's not wrong.
He's not
Right.
wrong.
Thank you.
Yeah, last time we said this, someone wrote in to say even mosquitoes are important, and
No, fuck
that was a
that.
call from a
That's-
mosquito.
Yeah, exactly. That was
yeah,
that was a big ass mutant mosquito that somehow developed the ability to make a phone call to the voicemail dump truck.
All right. Get rid of mosquitoes or get rid of ticks.
Mosquitoes.
Ticks.
Ticks are
Ticks.
bad. Ticks are bad,
No.
but they're
They've
not.
taken over my backyard. I can't use my backyard anymore. It
They
fucking
are
sucks.
not literally the existential crisis that
Yeah,
humanity
mosquitoes
faces. Like,
kill a lot of people, right?
Yeah,
But ticks are my
mosquitoes-
backyard, so
I'm with you, but like a tick is not always going to give you Lyme disease. It's not always
Yeah.
going to put you in like a debilitating, and neither will a mosquito bite, of course. But like the
Mosquito never bit my balls.
Yeah, all right, cool. Given the chance, I'm sure it would. Okay, like come
Just
on.
saying. Ticks did.
Ticks did.
We'll lump them in together.
If I could snap my fingers and all ticks and mosquitoes disappear, I'm pushing that button with you, Dan Reichert. You have
Jeff
my
Grubb
vote.
disappeared on accident.
Yeah, the ticks got to him. The ticks are biting the wires.
Well, anyway, I hope we all have a wonderful bee week in 2 weeks.
Yeah, and I'm really sorry to hear that, Tosh. That is just tragic, and I'm so
Big
sorry.
dog.
Yes.
It's just you can't really respond to that other than just so sorry to hear that. Dan Reichert, do the impossible pivot.
Punch it.
Hey, Bomb Crew. It's Melissa from Florida. I just had to tell you that I was watching Delight Club and you guys were talking about the punch it and why is that a thing. And I realized that every time we ride the Millennium Falcon in Disney World, my partner has to tell the co-pilot to punch it so we jump to light speed. And I wanted to know when you realized that you were also married to a big giant nerd. Okay, thanks. Bye.
I don't know if I can answer that about my my wife, but
My wife.
I know on a daily basis she is confirming that to herself about me. Without a doubt.
Mine, I probably knew from the dating site profile where she mentioned her ping during Soldier of Fortune multiplayer. That was probably good.
Ping?
Yeah, she was like, "Yeah, I'm really good at section." She was like, "Oh, I had a really low ping on Soldier of Fortune, and I used to
Oh
like
my
get in and
God.
destroy people in multiplayer." I was like, "All
Oh
right,
my
yeah,
God, Bonk. Oh my God. We have to talk. What the fuck?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
I realize I was with a giant nerd when I found out she has a separate Ziploc full of empty pens because she's excited to eventually get pen refills.
Yo, that's the kind of person I want to hang out with. What's up? Hell yeah. You know what? She is a fucking nerd.
There you go.
She's I don't know if I've ever talked about this. She's like she's into like she's into like
You scared?
no, I'm trying I'm trying to describe
You
it
are
with-
talking quietly.
Well, yeah, she's my door's open. She's into like rocks. She like really likes smooth
Oh, like Hank from Breaking Bad.
rocks. No,
Is that
geodes.
like goop rocks, like crystals and stuff?
she's not like a crystal mommy, but she's definitely. I think it's like a worry rock, right? Like I think she likes that. I think she like a worry stone.
No,
you know what that is?
said a worry rock, right? As
Yeah.
if that's something that would make
No,
sense to me.
It is. It's basically like a stress ball, but a rock.
Okay.
Right? Like it's just something that's smooth that you can like.
So the
Opposite of a
opposite
stress ball.
Well, no, like you can find stress relief squeezing a ball or like rubbing a rock, right? Like that's what it is. It's a stress. It's intended to relieve stress, right? So like she's got a bunch of shit on her desk that's like that. So she's a rock nerd. We're all just gonna nod and.
Well, I'm still, well, I think, a little confused. So not like collecting gems
No.
or going out like.
Just enjoys like a good old rock.
Just
like a cool looking rock with like fun things on it.
So like a pet rock?
Nope, doesn't talk to them or feed it or have any kind of relationship like that. It's more of just like these give me some sort of like there is a transactional like this is comforting to have.
Is she an
thing.
earthbender and she just needs like some earth around? And that just makes her feel better?
What is an
Stace-
earthbender?
Okay.
I don't really know.
I know
Is that
what
an
you-
airbender? Is there a water
Close.
bender too?
It's
Is
close.
there a
It's
fire
close. It's
bender?
very close.
Yes.
Yes. Everything changed when the Fire Nation attacked. Is Stace good at skipping stones?
Nope, not a thing. Yeah, I don't know. She just likes having rocks. Like
I don't know if this falls
Well,
into
are you
the
just saying
nerd
that, or you
bucket,
have
though.
evidence that you've seen before of her not being able to skip stones?
Oh, it's not just like we actually live to a close to a body of water, and it's like that's not a thing I see her do. So I don't think that's in her portfolio.
Fair.
What is in her portfolio is like the dozen or so rocks that are on her office desk.
So
You know, keyboards, rocks,
You,
like,
you
that's
can
it.
tell by the rocks that she's got that she's still Stacy from the block.
That's exactly right. That's exactly right.
Okay.
Good job.
Thank
We
you.
did it. We did it, folks. We landed the plane. Did you answer it, Grub? Did you answer voicemail?
I don't know what the question is.
It was when did you realize your significant other was a big nerd?
Oh, yeah. My wife does deals. She is. Thank you. She is like related to extreme couponers, and to the point where she gets. We have a room full of free stuff that she got, and it's incredible. And I get all kinds of awesome little goodies all the time because of it. But the way that she treats it is definitely the way a nerd treats anyone of their hobbies. She takes it very seriously. There are times of the day where she's got to be locked in to make sure she's there to get the deals. The people
Is it
who
in
run
person?
the people that run these like deal sites that she uses are like very like militant. So like if you're not there to get the deals that they need you to take, then they kick you out of the group. So it's like run by nerds like that. So she's kind of got to like adopt that nerd persona a little bit. So hey, I'm getting free stuff, so I'm not complaining. But it's
She
a
should
hell
do
of
a
a thing.
podcast with my dad.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, relax. You don't want to wish that on anyone.
She would blow his mind with the stuff that she's able to get.
Well, she would do stuff on the internet, and that would scare my dad. So
Right,
that's what
exactly.
the impasse would
Has
be.
she seen Queen Pins?
I don't think so. What? And I don't know. Is that related to Kingpin, the Woody Harrelson
Well,
movie?
it's like Kingpin, but queens being pins. It's a
like a Veggie Tales, like the talking pens.
It's
Woody Harrelson.
I don't know if I think it's based on a true story. Again, this is it's like a caper about these two women who like started a coupon scheme. An illegal coupon scheme, and like Vince Vaughn is in it. It's like kind of okay. It wasn't the worst. It wasn't the best. It just reminded me of like they were doing like the people in the movie who wound up doing nefarious shit were all about like extreme couponing and that kind of thing. So can you give me an example of like some of the stuff in that room? Like what are we talking about?
Yeah, lots of there's like massage guns. There's a stack of massage guns. There's she definitely got like one of those ice bath things. She got me one of those. Like all kinds of like cool multi-tools that like I got a little one you could put in your wallet because it's real skinny. All kinds of random shit. The stuff that they are like trying to maybe pop up on Amazon, you know, like prop up, like maybe that's part of what's happening here a little bit. So yeah, she's getting her beak wet by helping some people out with that. Yeah.
Okay.
That's cool. I don't think that's nerdy.
Yeah. No, I mean right. I think it requires a certain level of nerdy like behaviors to keep up with that stuff. It's like the nerdiest thing she's got. She's not a nerd. She's very cool.
I know. They're all so cool.
They're much cooler than me. Yep.
No.
Other than Jan, prom king. Excuse me.
So cool. Okay. Jan, it is your turn.
This came in late to the show. People shouldn't drink water. .mp3.
Oh?
People shouldn't drink water.
What's his problem?
Wow.
Jeez, Mike.
Come on, Mike.
Drink more diet green tea, I guess. Loser.
Who is anti-water?
Mike Minotti.
We got in a car 2 weeks ago and seemed like he was about to die because he hadn't drank water. He wanted water then, Grub.
Yep. Yeah, he stole my water. He drank the whole thing.
Like, just went nuts on it. Like, his body was screaming at him to have water.
And I don't think he remembers it. He blacked out.
Oh, man. You think he watched that scene from that one X-Men movie where the senator exploded into water and that just traumatized him?
Yeah, he's just like, this is what happens.
Is he one of the aliens from Signs?
Oh,
like, have we
that's
considered
possible. That? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Have we ever seen him walk past a kid's birthday party? I don't know. But if we did, I bet we'd see some similarities there.
Somebody cut that together with Joaquin Phoenix reacting. And put the audio in of him saying that as he walked past.
Perfect.
Well, you know what? I have seen a picture of Mike Minotti in a kiddie pool, so he has been near water.
That's true. Yeah. Well, we don't know that was why. It could be like vinegar or something.
Diet green tea.
I was proud of myself. I hate vinegar, and I was adventurous in London, and I put vinegar on my fish and chips.
Oh yeah,
look at you,
it's
look at
perfect
you.
for that. It's so good.
It's pretty
That's
good.
living, man. Look at you.
Yeah, living it up.
Look at you expanding your horizons, going to different European drugstores, finding out things. Look at you.
Yeah.
Proud of you, bud.
Eating straubs in the morning.
Right?
Oh, yeah.
Handful of straubs.
He's flossing.
Yeah.
It's fruit.
Sick. That's sick. Hey, it's fruit. All right. My turn. Let's do Flavor County.
Hey, so it's well established that Guy Fieri is the mayor of Flavortown, right? But it's also known that the Marlboro cigarette guy in the ads from like the 70s and 80s is the king of flavor country. So my question to you today is, who else is in the flavor bureaucracy? Who is, the commissioner of Flavor County? Who's the governor of Flavor State? How deep does this rabbit hole go? All right, that's it. Thank you. Love you. Bye.
I don't think they have like rock people, and maybe the currency in Flavortown is just flavor crystals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ronald McDonald is the town crier or jester or whatever.
Yeah, court jester.
Sure.
Flavortown. Yeah.
Right.
This is a fun exercise. I just don't want to say that the Marlboro Man and I just think cigarettes and flavors like an upsetting thing.
Yeah. That's
so
weird.
that bothers me. I just want to put that out there.
He can be
That
ousted.
will play. What's that?
He can be ousted.
Sure. I mean, it's
you can impeach
democracy.
Guy Fieri? Or
No,
Marlboro guy?
Well, he's a king of flavor country.
Yeah,
which,
who goes first, the Marlboro Man or Guy Fieri?
Marble Man's got to get
I feel
out
like
of there.
people like Guy Fieri, right?
He's back on the
I saw him in motion
people-
for the first time. He was on my British television at like 4 a.m. I saw him in motion for the first time.
Oh, fantastic. Fantastic.
Yeah.
He's apparently Tony Khan's new best friend.
I saw that too, yeah.
I go back and forth on him. He's one of those like enigmas, you know?
To context, Dan said he had never seen Guy Fieri in motion recently,
Like
and now he
running,
has. Yes,
right?
yeah.
Like
doing
I've seen
anything,
many
any sort of
pictures
motion
him,
at all.
But I saw
Sure,
him
he's
moving,
he's always driving a car or just like in a kitchen with
He's
like
one of the
very
most
little...
moving guys I've ever seen. Absolutely, he's always
emotionally.
on the run.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, one of his shows starts and he's
Pathos.
in a car.
Well, I've seen pictures of him in a car. Never saw the car move.
Well, you've just not seen any of his TV shows? I don't
That's
understand.
correct. Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
How do you not see that? I feel like anywhere on Earth, there's always a Triple D airing. Like, I feel like you just
It may
run
have
into
been
that
on
by accident.
TV in a restaurant or a bar I've been at, but I've never noticed it, you know?
Got
We
it,
need
got
to
it,
go
got it.
on Triple G. We
What's
so
that?
need to
What
go
is
on
that?
Triple G.
Oh, that's the grocery store one.
That's the guy's grocery games.
Jan, you were talking about that, and I am very intrigued by that. How much
would
is
love
it
that.
like Supermarket Sweep? Because it's one of my favorite fucking
It's
shows
just the
ever.
grocery store portion, though.
Yeah, I mean, but it's like it's a game show
whole
in
show.
a grocery store. So
Yeah,
That's all
that
you gotta
sounds
know.
amazing to me.
yeah.
But you're not like stuffing a cart with like, oh, here's a
but-
bunch of tires and stuff.
You're
but-
built for it.
You have to get like you earn money by doing mini games, and then that's how much money you have to spend in the store to make a meal, and then you have to cook a meal using that money. So there's lots of yeah, it's a good game. It really
I didn't know
is.
there was a cooking component.
No.
to
That's
it.
why the four of us will
Right, we
go.
need to be a team.
Yeah.
yeah.
I got the
exactly.
grocery jeans.
You could be
I can help you
frugal,
out with
yeah.
that. Yeah,
Yeah, you got that Paul
You'll
Riker
know-
jeans.
Yeah.
You'll know where we have to run, and that's probably the extent of
Yeah,
it,
yeah.
I think, with
Dan,
you. Like,
you got to be
yeah.
in the cart telling Grub, who's pushing the cart, where
right.
to go.
Left,
All right.
aisle 6.
Yeah, you could be a
So,
you're gonna be a
Grubs-
mech. You're gonna be at a cart mech.
Right.
Grub's the brawn, I'm the brains, Jan's the chef, and Bacalar, what do you bring to the table?
I'm not sure I'm okay with the brains part, that self-labeling you just sort of put out
The
there.
grocery family jeans. I think that puts me in the brain conversation with grocery.
I'll balance the budget that we are trying
Okay.
to stay
Okay.
under.
There
Yeah.
You're also in the cart with Dan.
Yeah, I just
yeah.
have a calculator, and I'm just slapping the buttons on that thing.
Oh, this
Yeah.
is cute. I love this.
That makes
Yeah.
sense.
Put this
All
on a
right.
shirt.
We got a
I would
team.
love that.
We got a team. That's exciting.
I did apply to be on. They redid Supermarket Sweep with like Leslie Jones, I think, a few years ago, and I think I did put in an application to be on that and did not get picked.
Oh, I'm sorry to
They're
hear that,
lost.
bud.
They're
Yeah,
lost.
yeah.
Is that show still on the air?
No. For the record,
There you
I
go.
want to be on a game show badly. I would absolutely. If anyone has an in on getting me as a contestant on a game show, there are a few things I want more than that.
Would y'all want to do the floor is lava?
Yeah,
I would. Yeah.
I think I would. Yeah.
Okay.
I would be into that.
I might have an in.
Are they? I thought they're not doing it anymore.
If they do another season.
They
I
did
might have
two,
it.
right? They did
They
two
did two.
seasons. I heard the second season didn't pop off in a good way, right?
Well, I think that was just how Netflix positions their shows.
Yeah, that's fair.
I was applying to be on Wipeout once, and I got intimidated by the waiver thing.
Oh,
where
yeah.
It's like the stuff you had to agree on. It's like, oh, you might be terribly injured, and you just got to deal with it. And it's like, that's. I almost certainly would be injured if I was on Wipeout. So that sounded scary.
Also, modern game shows are like incredibly edited and weird. Like they don't have they feel like shells of humanity in a weird way now. You know what I'm saying? Like
With
they're
all the heart that they had back in the day.
yes, yes, I
Press
mean
your
that.
luck.
I
Yeah.
absolutely
the
mean
host
that. Like
kissing
there was-
people without permission. That's
Yes,
the real
kissing-
stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
Obviously, I'm not talking about like abuse. Okay, I'm not waxing poetic about like, man, it used to mean something when my man would grab a woman and just kiss her on the mouth. No, like I don't know. I just think they're weird now. Like I don't know if you've caught one of these primetime game shows, but they're just like uncanny. They're just like, this is not human interaction.
Right. They're like they've upped the production values,
Yeah.
and then the game itself is like worse than the other
It's-
games.
They like barely. They like it's so heavily edited to like be coherent that it just is.
I think Deal or
incoherent.
No Deal is the one that broke me, right? Because that is
insane.
literally just guessing, and
Yeah.
there's
course.
nothing else to it.
That one's
I mean,
nuts.
I guess
It's math.
there's some math. There is like taking
probability,
chances, and
yeah.
right? But it's the same probability every time. Like
Of
you have
course.
there's a script you would follow.
Yeah,
So
it's like blackjack. Like there's rules, and if you don't play by the rules, you are at a
right,
disadvantage.
but much simpler than that.
Oh, way simpler. Yes, you're right. All right, chat's up. Chat chose Bill Dan fishing.
Bill Dance.
This one is for Dan. What is Bill Dance fishing? The audience needs to know.
Oh.
They need to know why they need to watch Bill Dance fishing.
What the fuck? What?
Yeah, wait, so you guys don't know what this is?
No.
Bill
What are you
Dan
talking about?
fishing?
It's important. Damn, I guess we can't.
I'll be the judge of that.
Well, I would love to air it here. I could give Jane a link. I don't know if it'd play for the audio listener. What do you think?
It would be kind of tough for the audio listener.
Is this the personality?
Yeah, he's a longtime fishing show guy. I'll put the link in the chat. And he is just such a, I don't know if it's Midwestern or where he's from, but he's been on like public access fishing for decades. And so there's just so many fucking bloopers of fishing mishaps and things like that. And it's fucking incredible. I think about it a lot. It's hard to describe, but it's just a lot of people falling into water, dogs getting into shots, ducks being aggressive when he's trying to fish. It's fishing poles breaking when he shuts his pickup truck weird. And he's always a big, like, dadgummit type of guy. Like, it's really, really good.
That's good. I like that.
Oh my God. I love the editing on this.
I just searched Bill Dance bloopers. There are a ton. So yeah, just watch any of those montages. There's a lot.
Fishing YouTube is like out of control, by the way.
How so?
Dude, so I was away for a couple days. What's
he
up?
just fell in a river.
Yeah, my man is getting beat up by the elements all the time here.
Oh, thank you, Grub.
Yep.
Oh, there's Bill Dance.
No, but it's so this is one extreme where it's just like comedy. But I was at a place where like these kids were watching this really intense fishing channel where like deep sea fishing, catching like huge sea creatures. It was like insane and kind of gory and but exciting, and like I was just blown away by it. But yeah, this Bill Dance guy is pretty funny.
Bloopers are just a universal, like whether it's like at the end of a movie,
I love them,
you're seeing the filming stuff, sports bloopers, even if you're not a sports person.
Even
like,
if it was a movie I hated, I still like the bloopers.
News
They're always gonna
bloopers
be
are
funny.
classic, of course.
God.
News bloopers are great.
Never not funny. Never not. We're just watching.
He just tore his quad.
Yeah.
Just imagine every time something goes like, God damn it, God damn it.
We're just watching like a man in his 60s having nothing but like fishing errors. Funny fishing errors. Yeah. So go check that out. We'll
What
link
a
to that.
gem.
We gotta run. We gotta get out of here. Thank you so much to Bill Dance.
Is he alive? I would love to get Bill Dance
He is
on
alive.
the dump truck.
He's apparently, Wikipedia says he's alive.
Okay.
At the ripe young age, of 83. Yeah. Wow. So programming notes, right? Next week, Germany. So it's going to be Jan, it's going to be Dan, and question marks, right? Grub and I will not be there.
It's going to be a lot of, catch as catch can. We'll see what form and when and how, but all the traditional shows we're intending on, taking on the road. So
to set expectations, we will probably not have a 2.5-hour bombcast next week.
Right.
Probably
Of course not. Yes.
But longer than our one in front of Minotti's Disney apartment.
Yes.
In between there.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
a tight 90, perhaps.
So that's the German bombcast, and then we're gonna have a German voicemail dump truck, and then
As best we can.
As best we
Wunderbar.
can. So just keep that in mind if you're leaving a voicemail between now and then. And then the following Thursday, we'll be back to normal. Again.
And it'll be B week.
And
we
it'll
got
be
PAX right before. What the fuck is this?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Dude just ran into a jib, and I'm just like,
I've never
what's
seen this
happening?
one. This is great.
Dude,
This
he's
is good
probably
stuff.
bleeding after that. 707 exit flu is the phone number. Call us up and we'll have some interesting things to talk about these next 2 weeks. Thank you to Dan. Thank you to Jan. Thank you to Bill Dance, and thank you to Grub. We'll be back with a brand new
I
show
broke my camera doing this.
next week. Have a great one, guys. Bye-bye.